Hello, everyone. Welcome back to setting up a little bit of an online Pilates class for you over here. So, as we are working through this, and obviously we can't see you in person, I encourage you guys to, as you're working through this class, try to take it at your own pace. You can do as many repetitions as you'd like, following through a flow of the movement through the exercises that we are working with, or you can just follow me along, listen to my voice, and we'll work through. Today, again, we're trying to combat some of those seated postures and just the nature of things at the moment, maybe not being as active and getting us around. We're going to try and move the body a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start in a standing position. I'll just set the computer up over here so we can see me standing. Right, and we're going to do a standing roll down, okay? So when we work with this one, we're going to be focusing on standing nice and tall. Listen to my cues and then try to follow in as we go from there. All right, we'll start up standing nice and tall, making sure that the feet are nice and flat down onto the ground. And it is nice to do this barefoot as well. It allows you to really feel the contact underneath the feet. So once we've got ourselves set up over there, we're going to take our mind's eye or our mental focus underneath the feet over there. Once again, we're going to think about where our balance is at, in between the big toe, the little toe, and the heel, trying to make the triangle underneath the foot. Now, as we do that, we're trying to make sure we can maintain that control. Try to think about, if we can't think about doing them both at the same time, think about left and then right, or right and then left, whichever one works for you, and try to settle into that position. Make sure that arch doesn't collapse, and we've got good contact through the big toe, the little toe, and the heel, making that triangle over there. Once we've got that, we're going to soften the knees a little bit. So a little bit of a bend at the knee, standing up nice and tall, opening through the collarbone, pulling the shoulders back and down, and the hands are resting down towards the sides. Good. Now, as we've got this position, you feel those soft knees. I want to encourage you to close your eyes over here. As we close your eyes, you can feel how you're gently swaying a little bit. Your body's making those natural micro adjustments. Just because we've cut out the feedback or your visual feedback, you'll feel that the balance underneath the foot becomes a little bit more enhanced. We need to really feel what's happening. Keeping the knees nice and soft allows the hips and the waist to take more of that stability. Trying to make sure that we can draw into our pelvic floor now. So we're drawing up and then down underneath, focusing on that control, and we're sinking away as we draw in nice and tight. While we're maintaining that position over there, try to make sure that we can use it. Nice room to breathe through the lungs and the chest, expanding nice and wide as we go. So still keeping those shoulders back and down, thinking about the triangle underneath the feet. Draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to take the chin down to the chest, and we're going to do a spinal roll or a roll down. As you roll down into that position, we're focusing on tucking the chin towards the chest, rolling through the upper body, through the upper back, the mid back, the lower back, and then down into that bottom position. Try to make sure we are not extending those legs or locking those knees up. Going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor, deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to tilt the hips backwards, keeping the hand and the head hanging down, rolling up through the spine, back up into that starting position again. Try to focus on our breathing and move nice and slow and controlled. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest, and here we go, rolling down again. Dropping down through the shoulders, the head, and the neck, slowly rolling your way through. Down into that bottom position, getting that spine to move. The hands and the head are nice and heavy, hanging down into that bottom position. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back up again, tilting the pelvis backwards. Rolling through the lower back, through the mid back, through the upper back. Then the head comes back up into that standing position. Just changing position so you can see over here. We go again. Feet nice and flat. Make sure we're drawing up and in through the pelvic floor. Knees nice and soft. And we've got the balance underneath the feet. Shoulders back and down. We're going to draw up and in. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest as we roll down. Focusing on the rounding through the shoulders. Dropping your weight down. Circling all the way down through the spine. Opening through the vertebrae. Dropping your way down to that bottom position. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we roll your way back up. Working your way through the hips, driving all the way up into that top position, and then standing your way nice and tall. We're going to do that one more time, drawing up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest, and down we go again. Focusing on that rolling. Nice and relaxed through the shoulders, the head, the neck. Drawing your way down, arms are nice and heavy, head is hanging. Down into that bottom position. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we roll ourselves back up, reversing through that spine, restacking those vertebrae all the way back up into that top position. Beautiful. Now that we're standing over there, we're going to work with a little bit of a rotation over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the hands, still in that standing position. We're going to be finding yourself nice and balanced. The feet are underneath the hips. I'm going to be placing the hands together over here. So just placing them nicely together. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to slide the hands down one leg. On the outside of the leg as we drop down into that bottom position, rounding through the spine, dropping your way down. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back up through the spine, on the outside of the leg, and bring it back to the middle from there. We'll change over to the other side, drawing up and in through the pelvic floor. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, other side. We go on the outside of the leg, rolling through the spine, dropping your way down, reaching down. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll it back up, all the way nice and easy, standing through it into that top position. Beautiful. If you need to shake yourself loose, do that. We're going to do one more time on each side. Hands together, deep breath in. And as we exhale, outside of the leg, chin comes down to the chest. We're going to roll your way down. Beautiful. Focusing on that control as we roll to the outside of the leg. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return back into that top position. Drawing your way up nice and tall. Hands together again. Other side, deep breath in. And as we exhale, here we go. Focusing on that control. Chin comes down to the chest. Rolling your way down through the spine. Feeling that through the back of the hamstrings. Little twist through the spine. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll all the way back up into that top position. Set the shoulder blades back and down and relax from there. Now we're going to add in a little bit of a rotation into that movement, okay? So it might be worth just having a look at me while I demonstrate these exercises or this exercise, and then you can try and do it from there. So we're doing that same movement, hands against one another, chin is coming down towards the chest. We're going to roll down. Once we're in this bottom position over here, we're going to try and open that hand. So it's as much as you can. We're trying to work through the spine, so really rotate the spine as we open up, either there or up towards the ceiling, down, roll it back up, and then we change over to the other side. Okay, so settling yourself in again, making sure we've got the nice balance underneath the feet from there, pulling the shoulder blades back and down, and we're standing nice and tall. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we slide the hands down the outside of the leg, down into that bottom position. Good. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we open. Try to follow your eyes with the hand into that top position. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we come back down. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return into that standing position. So we're driving our way up. Beautiful work. Okay, gonna work onto the other side. Like I was trying to say is that as we open that hand, just follow with your eyes if we're going to help rotate and keep the spine rotating and keep that neck nice and safe. Okay, going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to slide down. Hand slides down the side again. Chin comes towards the chest. Rolling your way down, reaching down all the way. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we open. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return back down into that bottom position. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we bring our weight back up into that top position, rolling through the spine. I'm going to do one more time on each side. Hands together. Nice balance underneath the feet again. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest, rolling down onto the outside of that leg. Down we go. Focusing on that control. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, hand goes up. Deep breath in. As we exhale, hand floats down. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return into that standing position, rolling your way up to the top. We can shake those shoulders loose. We'll head over to the other side. Drawing up and in through the pelvic floor, take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, hands slide down the other side. Chin comes to chest, rolling through that spine. Down into that bottom position. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we open. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return back down into that bottom position. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll it back up into that top position. And just shake yourself loose from there. All right. So just shaking the legs and the arms loose from there. We're going to try and focus on an extension now, okay? So this one, we're going to be focusing on trying to grab the hands behind the back. If you feel like you can't interlace the fingers like this, what I'd want you to do is grab onto something. If you have a towel or anything close by, you can grab onto and just hold, so allowing you to pull your shoulder blades back without interlacing the fingers if this is a little bit tough on the shoulders and the head and the chest for you. Now, this is a really great exercise to help open up this top section over here. So really focus on trying to make sure that we can lift the spine as we go. I'll show you the movement. Again, we're going to be standing over here, just keeping the body nice and tall through the spine, making sure we have the triangle set underneath the feet. The knees are going to be slightly bent. We're going to interlace those fingers behind the back. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to pull the shoulders back and down. There we go. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to slide the hands down the body, just past the butt. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to come back up into that extension. You can shake your arms loose from there. If you find that that is a little bit much for you, we don't have to move as much. And like I said, you can use the towel to work with. We'll do a few repetitions from here, okay? We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Good. Soft through the knees. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, pull the shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're leaning or opening, lifting through the chest as we squeeze to open through the upper section of the body. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return back into that top position and shake it loose. If you're finding that this has a lot of pressure on the lower back, we can ditch the hands over there and place the hands on the back of the hips and help support yourself as we go back. If you're finding that that is still a little bit tough, we can come down into a kneeling position and do it from there, okay? A little bit safer for the hips. Right, we're going to work there again. I'll show you the next position. We're going to have that feet triangle nicely set, knees bent, nice and tall. Draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we open up through the shoulder blades, pull back, and then we lean into it, opening up into that extension. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, return from there. Fantastic. So we're working flexion and extension this time. Okay. Right. We're gonna do that one more time. Excuse me. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, pull the shoulder blades back. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, hands go down the body. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we come back up into that top position. Release the hands and just shake them loose for a moment, okay? So now we're going to do a little bit of a side bend over here. I know lots of standing exercises today. This is the last one before we're going to head down onto the ground. Standing up in that top position, we're going to take the hands across the chest over here, placing them on the shoulders. Good. We're going to make sure that we've got that balanced triangle underneath the feet again, and the knees are nice and soft. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, to the side we go. Opening up one side of the body. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, return back to that center position. Beautiful. Drawing up and in. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, other side we go. Deep breath in. And exhale, return. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And exhale over. Deep breath in. And exhale back to the top. Deep breath in. And exhale over. Deep breath in. And exhale back to the top position. All right. We're going to shake those arms loose a little bit, just relaxing there. We've got that side movement working. Trying to make sure we're not shifting through the hips too much, keeping those hips nice and steady. Now we're going to add in a little bit of a rotation over there. Again, just loosening up the spine. Going to take those arms, place them across the shoulders again. We're going to draw up and in through that pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we go over to the side. Going to hold it there. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, rotate. Beautiful. Deep breath in. As we exhale, come back into that starting position. Deep breath in. And exhale. Right into that top position again. All right. Drawing up and in. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, side we go. Deep breath in. And exhale down. Deep breath in. And exhale, return. Deep breath in. And exhale to the top. One more time each side. Deep breath in. And exhale over. Deep breath in. And exhale, rotate. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale to the top. Other side now. Drawing up and in. Deep breath in. And exhale over. Deep breath in. Exhale, rotate. Deep breath in. And exhale, return. Deep breath in. And exhale up. All right. We're going to shake those arms and legs loose from there. And we're going to make our way down onto the ground now. So it's making your way nice and steady down onto the ground, whichever position is comfortable for you. And we're going to be lying down onto our back. Just going to adjust this a little bit. All right, so as we're lying down onto our back over here, we're going to be focusing on the glutes. So as we work through this, we need to make sure that we're really sending our mind's eye into those glutes to activate them and really squeeze. So we're going to work through those first few mobilizations of the spine and then really try to get those glutes nice and active, okay? Right, so we're going to start lying down onto our back. Nice and relaxed and easy. Again, placing the feet down onto the ground this time, and this time we want the heels nice and close in towards the sitting bones. So we're trying to make sure that they're in nice and tight, so as we go up, we're not using too much of the hamstring, okay? Shoulders down and away from the ears, hands out to the side about 45 degrees from the shoulder, palms facing up. Good. We've got good length through the back of the head or the neck. Excellent. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll backwards through the pelvis, tilting and peeling the spine up off of the ground and driving your way back up into that top position. Beautiful. Big squeeze of the glutes, nice and high with those hips. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to reverse that motion, rolling your way all the way down towards the ground. Fantastic work. Good. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, tilting back through the hips again, peeling the spine up off the ground, driving those hips nice and high, keeping the stomach nice and hollow as we can. Big drive to the top, so really active through those glutes. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back down one vertebra at a time, landing nice and soft, and then extending through the hips again in that bottom position. Beautiful. We're going to draw up and in, take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, tilt backwards through the hips, driving back up into that top position, focusing on that control. Beautiful. Getting that spine to move now. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll it back down from there, focusing on that control, nice and easy into that bottom position. We'll do one more of those, drawing up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, tilting backwards through the hips and rolling up, peeling the spine away from the floor as you drive the hips up into that top position. Beautiful. Now we're going to hold that top position from here, and we're going to focus on a glute activation exercise. We're going to try and squeeze the glutes over here. So just one side, we're focusing on the right butt cheek or just the right side. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to engage that one a little bit more. Try to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze just the right side. Make sure the left side is a little bit more relaxed. Focusing on just the right squeeze. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, just release. Try not to drop the hips. Keep them nice and high. We're going to go on to the other side. Draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to squeeze the left a little bit more. Just activating through the left glutes. Holding it in that top position. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, just release. Try to keep those hips nice and high. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll through the spine, one vertebra at a time, down into that bottom position. Beautiful work. Now, if you found that that was a little bit tough on your hamstrings, remember, bring the feet in a little bit closer towards the butt. Try to remain nice and relaxed as you can and nice and sunken away and hollow as you can. We don't want to be pushing through the stomach. We really want to be keeping it locked down from there, but the spine is still neutral, okay? As we go up into the stop position again, we're going to be focusing on a few variations. So what I'll do over here is I'll show you through the variations, and I'll work through each of them as we go. And if you find that you want to take the top variation or you want to keep moving with the more challenging ones, you can do that. If you find at any point that is a bit too challenging and you need to bring yourself back down, feel free to do that as well, okay? So we're going to be lying down onto your back again. Heels nice and close in towards the sitting bones. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Hands at about 45 degrees from the shoulders. Good. Good length through the back of the head or the neck. We're going to draw up and in through that pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to tilt backwards through the pelvis and roll the hips up into that top glute bridge position. Beautiful. We're going to drive those hips up and hold it there. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the right heel up off of the ground. Beautiful. Left one stays down. Right one comes up. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to float that one down, keeping the hips nice and high. Drawing up and in. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we lift the left one up from there. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float that foot down. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back down through the top of the spine, down into that bottom position, landing nice and safely. That's level 1 of stage 1. Follow me along to the next one. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to tilt backwards through the pelvis, driving the hips back up into that top position, driving them nice and high. Focus on that control. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to float the right knee up above the right hip into that single tabletop. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float that foot back down. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float the left knee up above the left hip into that single tabletop. Good. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float it back down. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we roll through that spine back down into that bottom position. Beautiful work. Now you guessed it, we've got one more level or one more stage. We're going to work with the foot being nice and straight and extended this time, okay? So shoulders down and away from the ears, good length through the back of the head or the neck. Need to draw up and in through the pelvic floor, take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we tilt backwards through the pelvis, rolling your way back up into that top position. Driving nice and high, we're going to squeeze the glutes. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float the right one. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float it back down from there. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float the left one up into that top position. Excellent. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we bend through the knee or float that foot back down. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to roll through the spine and back down into that bottom position from there. Okay, so now you've got 3 options you can work with over there. We try to work through all of them. Even if you didn't get through all of them, that's fine. Just stick with the option that works for you. And remember, you can change at any time. We're going to work through a few repetitions of these, okay? So you can either follow me along or work at your own pace, right? Going to set the feet down nice and flat down onto the ground. Shoulders down and away from the ears. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Good. Good length through the back of the head and the neck. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, up we go, tilting the hips back and we're drawing our way up into that top position. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, work for your option. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll down. Deep breath in. And exhale, back up we go. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll through the spine, back down into that starting position. Beautiful. Heading up again one more time. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. And exhale, roll through the spine. All the way back down to the bottom. All right. Give yourself a moment from there, whatever it is that you need. If you find you need to wriggle around, twist, bend, turn, whatever it is you need, just give yourself an opportunity to settle your way down from there. Okay, the next section we're going to be rolling onto our stomach. And we're going to be working through a little bit of an extension through the spine from there. If you find that this is uncomfortable, or lying down on the stomach is very uncomfortable, you can do it on your bed. You can do it with a couple of pillows down or something, cushions from the couch or whatever you like, just to prop up the hips a little bit. And then it will help you extend as we go. We're going to be focusing on that mid to top section of the spine again. Try to focus on that extension, because often with all that rounding forward, it can make that kind of quite tight in the top over there. All right, so we're going to settle yourselves in again. We're going to be lying down this time onto the stomach, so the legs nice, long, and extended. And we're going to take the hands up overhead, placing them on top of one another, and we're going to lie the forehead down onto the hands. Now, as we settle down in this position over here, it's just easier for me to talk with my head up over here, but you're resting your forehead down onto your hands. Now, as we do that, we're thinking about the back of the head or the neck, or making that length through the back of the head and the neck, and the shoulders are pulled down and away from the ears, so we feel nice and tall. All right. Legs are nice and long and away from you. Kind of feels as though I'm grabbing onto the ankles and pulling them away down the floor without raising them up. It just makes you feel as though we're extended out of those hips and we're not as tight through that midsection. Now, as we're lying down over here, I want you to take a moment and just think about what the body feels like. Think about that lower back. Try to keep the eyes nice and closed again. Think about the hips where they're touching the ground. Think about areas of the body that are holding any tension. We're just going to focus on being nice and relaxed as much as we can. Try to keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. And I want you to feel the feedback of the mat on the front of your body. Now, as we're feeling the feedback on the front of the body, feel where the rib cage makes that connection with the floor. That is the section we're going to try and push into as we try to extend over here. So if you just lift your head up and have a look at the screen for a moment, you'll be able to see me demonstrate the exercises. First one we're going to be doing is head is placed down onto the hands, and we're just going to be floating. So forehead is still facing down, chin is still tucked, and we're floating up into that top position. Next one we're going to be doing is taking the hands out to the outside, and it's just that floating position again. Just allows you a little bit of a further extension into that upper body, extending your way up. Next one we're going to be doing is having the hands out in front of you, down into this position, extended, and all we're doing again is trying to float up using the hands as support. And as you can see, every time I'm going up, I'm getting a little bit higher with those movements. If you find that they're particularly uncomfortable or you can't activate through certain sections, just make sure you choose your options to work with over there. I'll talk you through them again. Okay, so we're going to be lying down there again, placing the forehead down onto the hands. Good. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Good length through the back of the head or the neck. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, the chin goes in towards the head and the forehead just hovers off of the hands. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, come back down from there. Deep breath in. And exhale, hover. Deep breath in. And exhale back. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale lower. It's important that we feel that mid-back working over there. If you found that that option was working for you, and you can move on to the next one, we're going to open up the hands. Now, when we do that, the elbows are still staying at the shoulder height, or that 90 with the elbows. Try to keep them there. Hands are forward, and the head is going to float straight down. So forehead is down onto the ground. We're going to draw up and in through the pelvic floor. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we raise. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we float down. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Deep breath in. And exhale, raise. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Alright, you can bring the hands back in or just relax the head down onto the ground. I hope you felt that movement or the strength of that activation was coming from a little bit lower down the back as we go. So it started with the head, quite high activation in between the shoulder blades. With the hands out to the side, it feels like it's a little bit lower. And with the hands out in front, it's going to be even lower. So you're going to be feeling still the midsection of the spine, not the lower back, but it's moving down the spine all the time where you are activating into that back, okay? Hands out in front, we extended. If you feel like that level was fine for you, we're going to work on to the next one. As the hands are extended, the head floats down. Forehead down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, extend. Using the hands as a support to try and bring your weight back up. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, back down. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. One more, deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Fantastic work. Now we're going to follow ourselves through all those options again. So as we are working over here, you can decide which option you'd like to choose and just work through, or you can follow me along. What I'll be doing is I'll be working from the lowest option back up to the higher level, or stage 1, 2, 3, or level 1, 2, 3. As we go up, you can choose wherever you'd like to work, okay? So even if you're choosing a higher level and you find that it's a bit too tough, remember you can always drop down at any point, okay? We're going to have the hands out in front, forehead resting down onto the hands if you're choosing that level, or you can go straight to the more advanced level, level 3, and work there for all the sets, okay? Lying down, we're drawing up and in through the pelvic floor. Legs are nice and lengthened away. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, up we go. Deep breath in. And exhale, float down. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. One more, deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. I'm going to pull the hands out to the side now. Elbows in line with those shoulders. Forehead floating down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, up we go. Deep breath in. And exhale, float down. Deep breath in. Exhale, up we go. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Remember, back of the head up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Gonna take the hands out in front. We're working to that last level. Deep breath in. And exhale, up we go. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. Keeping the hands on the ground. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower. One more. Deep breath in. And exhale up. Deep breath in. and exhale, lower. And bring the hands underneath the head again, and just give yourself a moment to relax. Again, if you need to twist, bend, turn, whatever you need, just allow yourself that opportunity to just rest there for a moment. We've done some good extensions through the spine. We've worked to extend through those hips to combat some of that sitting. Now we're going to do a little bit of mobilization, okay? As we work through this section, we're going to be focusing on moving nice and nice and slow and controlled, and nice and smooth. As we work through this section, just remember that your range is just determined by where you feel comfortable. It should feel nice and easy and nice and smooth, okay? We're going to start in a child's pose position. So we're going to push our way off the ground, and we're going to sit our way back down onto those heels. So in this position, if you're finding that this is a little bit difficult on the knees, remember you can go onto the bed or put some pillows down or whatever you find is comfortable. We're going to make the knees a little bit wider and the feet a little bit closer together, and we're going to sit the hips back. Okay, so sitting the hips back, reaching up overhead, hands nice and extended and long, and we're going to try and take the chest down towards the ground. Okay, so taking the chest down towards the ground, try to sit into it as much as you can. Now, if you feel that this is a bit tough on the extension, we're going to bend the elbows down a little bit and then try to drop the head down. If you find that that's not working for you, put a pillow or anything underneath your body so that you can rest onto it, just allowing yourself to drop through the hips and really open up through that lower back, okay? Really lying into that extension. We're just going to hold. So just focusing on that control, we're just holding there for a few moments, opening up through the shoulders. Remember, if it is uncomfortable, we can bring the arms down. We are focusing on opening up through the thoracic spine, up through the arms, as well as through those hips. So make sure we sit those hips back, okay? So in that position, we're going to hold for a few more moments, focusing on the breathing. Deep breaths in. Long exhales out. Deep breath in. Long exhales out. We do one more. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. Gonna bring yourself back up into that top position. And now we're going to move across to the side over here. So when we move across to the side, we're going to open up one side of the body. So remember, the knees are nice and wide, feet are still together, you're still sitting back, hands were up overhead, and this time we're going to walk them over to the side. We're going to place the right hand on top of the left hand, or whichever way you're watching this. The top hand that's the side that we are stretching, okay? Holding on, and we're going to drop down into it from there. Holding on to it. Trying to breathe as we go, just dropping your way through. Nice and easy. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale out. We're going to take those hands over, walking it across to the other side now. So we're taking it nice and wide. We're going to place the other hand on top of the other one. So the left on top of the right if we're doing that side. Deep breath in. And exhale, drop into it. Deep breath in. And exhale. Remember, if we can't extend, you can bring the elbows down and still do that twist through the body. Still exactly the same focus, okay? Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to make our way back to the middle now, into that centered position, and we're going to work through a little bit of cat-cow over here. So what that is that working through an extension of the spine into a flexion of the spine. So into a 4-point kneeling position, again, you can place down onto the fists or onto a pillow or leaning onto anything if you'd like underneath the elbows over there. Once we're leaning onto them, it takes a little bit of pressure off the wrists, okay? All we're doing is moving the spine from here. So I'll show you the movement. We'll start in that neutral position. We're going to tuck the chin in, rolling the spine up towards the ceiling. So I'm tucking under, rounding in that C shape. And then I will focus on rolling out through the midsection, through the upper section, and then the head comes back up. Okay. I'm going to draw up and in through that pelvic floor. So pulling the stomach away from the floor. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest, pushing through those hands, rolling up, making that nice C shape, tucking the hips under is the last thing to happen. Beautiful, deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're rolling down, focusing on that control, dropping through the shoulder blades, back of the head comes up. Beautiful. Drawing up and in, deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest, push through. Tucking under. Good. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we release, focusing on the tailbone first, rolling through the spine, dropping your way through, and the head is the last thing to extend. We do one more time. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, chin comes to chest. Up we go. Tuck in the tailbone under. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, unraveling, focusing on that control, rolling your way down through the spine and into that bottom position from there. Fantastic work. We're going to come off of there, just rolling those wrists a little bit if you need them. Just rolling through, nice and easy, or we can grab the hands together and roll the wrists a little bit, one direction then the other. Nice and easy. And we're going to sit down onto the butt now. So just sitting down, and we're going to take the hands behind, nice and easy. We're going to place the feet down onto the ground, and we're going to do a little internal rotation of the hip. So this is nice and easy. Chest nice and tall, still nice and relaxed. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, here we go. Deep breath in. And exhale. Excellent. Deep breath in. And exhale. 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 One more time on each side. Deep breath in. And exhale. 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 All right. We're going to make our way back down onto our back. And we're going to focus on opening up the front of that hip flexor, okay? Just get a little bit closer over here. We're going to be lying our way down onto the back and into that position. Shoulders down and away from the ears, nice and relaxed. We're going to grab onto one knee, pull it in towards the chest, and we're just going to open up the one side. Now, if you find that pulling the knee straight up and towards the chest is a little bit uncomfortable, we can pull it out to the side and up towards the shoulder. Usually just allows more movement through the hip. Everybody's anatomy is a little bit different around the hip, so just make sure and it's a nice comfortable position and that allows your head to relax nice and flat. We don't want that head up in this position. We just want the weight of the hands to hold the knee over there. Fantastic. We're going to hold it nice and extend through the other leg, kicking it long and away. Focusing on our breathing now. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. We're going to grab on behind the back of the knee now. So we're going to hold on to that position. And we're just going to pump through that hamstring a little bit. So we're going to try and keep that hip in a nice locked position. We're going to extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter if it's not completely straight. We're going to bring it back down from there. All we're doing is mobilizing over here. Take a deep breath in and exhale, kick. Deep breath and exhale back down. Deep breath, exhale, kick. Deep breath and exhale, release. Deep breath and exhale, kick. Deep breath and exhale, release. One more, deep breath in and exhale, kick. Deep breath and exhale down. Going to release that leg, just float it back down towards the ground, opening up that hip on that side. We're going to change over to the other side now. So drawing that other leg in towards the chest, remember, opening through the one side, allowing yourself to be nice and relaxed, either out towards the shoulder or just straight in towards the chest. Again, finding room to breathe over there, nice and relaxed, good length through the back of the head or the neck. Pulling that knee in, holding on to it, focusing on the breathing. Deep breath in, long exhale. Deep breath in, long exhale. We're going to grab on behind the knee now, focusing on that control, working through the hamstring. Remember, head needs to remain relaxed and down. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we kick. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, back down. Deep breath in. And exhale, kick. Deep breath in. And exhale down. Deep breath in. And exhale, kick. Deep breath in. And exhale down. We'll do one more. Deep breath in. And exhale, kick. Deep breath in. And back down. We just release that leg down from there, placing it down onto the ground, feeling those hips. Just give yourself a moment, whether you need to do that overhead extension, nice and long with the hands, just relaxing down, rolling the hips side to side, bringing the knees in, whatever you feel like you need. And then we're going to settle down for that last section, working with this mild meditation from here. So as I get you settled down over here, I'm going to encourage you to close your eyes, and then I'm just going to talk you through this last little bit as we go. Now, it is a little bit different, obviously, doing it with this format, but we can still get that mindfulness that we are focusing on, especially if you're doing this class in the evening. This will often help you sleep really nicely, that we can really get those deeper muscle groups or those bigger muscle groups to relax and allow you just to really drop through the body from there. Okay, so we're going to settle yourself down onto your back, and we can either have the feet down onto the ground or the legs lying long and away from you. We're going to have the hands down towards the sides. We can take them wider into a T shape if you'd like, or keep them at that 45-degree, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to have good length through the back of the head or the neck, and we're going to try and settle ourselves down. And we're going to focus on our breathing now. We're going to expand nice and wide through the rib cage. And as we exhale, feel how you empty all the air out of those lungs. Deep breaths in, fills you up into that upper section, expanding nice and wide through the rib cage. And exhale. Now as we start to settle down and we take you into this mild meditation from here, we're going to try to remain as relaxed as we can and keep the eyes closed as much as we can, okay? The point of this is is to really draw yourself inside to your body and just really help you maintain that control inside the body and help you just to relax all those bigger muscle groups. So I'm going to talk you in with your breathing from here. I want you to be nice and settled down onto the ground. We're going to think about how heavy the body feels down into the ground. We're going to take our mental focus and our mind's eye into the body, and we're going to do a brief scan of it. Just trying to feel what we feel has worked during this class, what we feel is tight, what's holding tension, and just trying to release it. Just trying to relax into it as much as we can. Going to use your breathing to take you down, then I'll be silent for a few moments before I bring you back. We're going to draw up and in through that pelvic floor one more time. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to release and we're going to melt away. Going to use our breathing to take us down from here. Nice and easy and nice and soft. And we're going to take this as an opportunity to still the mind again. As always, there's always so many things happening in our lives and around us where it becomes increasingly more important the busier things are to take these moments to really just spend a few moments with yourself inside your body. Take this as an opportunity to just really be silent and take a few moments just for you. I'm going to keep those eyes closed, take a beautiful deep breath in, and a long exhale out. Do that one more time, then I'll be silent for a few moments. Take a deep breath in, and a long exhale out. Now, as we use that silence to gently slip yourself away a little bit, helping your body just to relax and making sure that those muscles are at ease, we're just gently going to bring awareness back into the body from here. We're going to send it down towards the toes, and we're going to think about what the toes feel like. If we can't make the connection, we can wriggle those toes a little bit. Try to really feel what they feel like in space. We're then going to take the mind's eye or that mental focus and we're going to scan up the body from there. Tops and bottoms of the feet, left and right, all the way towards the ankles and the heels. Scanning beyond them, up towards the shins and the calves. Just feeling the position that they are in and feeling just what they feel like. If there's no sensation, that's okay too. Drawing up the calves to the backs of the knees and the fronts of the knees. We're going round in towards the quads or the front of the top of the leg, in towards the inner thigh and the hamstrings, towards the glutes at the back and where the sitting bones or the back of the pelvis is resting down onto the ground. And feel how those hip bones are pointing long and away towards the ceiling. Let's bring our focus back to the spine now, so down towards the tailbone. And we're going to walk it one vertebrae at a time up the spine, through the tailbone, heading up through the pelvis, in towards the lower back. Thinking about each of those vertebrae of the spine, not only the bones, but the spaces in between them, drawing its way up through the lower back, through the mid back or underneath the rib cage, heading down to the shoulder blades or up to the shoulder blades, all the way into the neck, scanning its way up to the back of the head, feeling that spot at the back of the head where it's touching down onto the ground. We're going to do one more beautiful deep breath in, and a long exhale out. Alright, then when you're ready, you can make your way back up into a seated position, or just open your eyes, or just have a look at the screen over here. Um, well done, guys. Hopefully that session helped mobilize you a little bit. I know we've been sticking away kind of from the harder stuff, try to work the core and so on. We will be bringing you some of those as we go along to try and strengthen up. The most important thing, I think, with us being just a little bit more sedentary, kind of like not being able to do our normal activities, is just having a chance to make sure that we can just check in with how the body's moving. So mobility is kind of the key over here, to make sure that we maintain those movements and that we can utilize them and focus on strengthening them when we can see you in person and make those adjustments. Okay, fantastic work. Hope you all have a lovely day, and we'll see you again soon.